Just need to wait till folk come in. There we go. That's weird, this. It's only saying this says there's nobody in. But I can see your names popping up. Tron Bradford, Ultimate Mune. I can see all your names popping up, but it says there's no one watching. Weird. There you are. How are you all today? Oh, my day's been fine. Went away a big walk today and tired. I'm just waiting for some more people to come in. How have you all been? Did you watch the David Icke thing last night? Did you watch it? Hey, Bon Scott. Did you watch David Icke last night, guys? Did you see that YouTube shut it down after 46 minutes? Took the live stream down. I wasn't watching it through there, so I had to go through the main site to watch it. It's a good job it was still... Do you know there was 1 million people watching that live stream? Wow. But YouTube have basically banned any David Icke video. Seemingly they're going to be going after people now. They've put out a statement saying they're going after anyone that mentions the certain thing. You know what I'm talking about, the mobile phone company. And anyone that mentions the virus, you know what I'm talking about. They're going to be shutting you down. They're going to be banning you. Yes, exactly, Bon Scott. I'm not allowed to say it, because if I say it on here, my video will probably get taken down. But you know what I mean when I'm talking about it anyway, guys. It's a bygone era, guys. David Icke. I used to watch most of it. I watched him. I thought he was a wee bit of a quirky, strange fella, right, you know. But some of his stuff, 90% of his stuff was correct, you know, about what the government wants to do. You think about it, guys, if the government keep bringing in, oh, there's another wave coming. Say we get to Christmas and they lift this wave, right? And they go, all right, you can go back to your normal business. 2 months later, the second wave comes. We're all locked down again. They do the same. And they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Eventually, guys, folk will run up just so they can get out of their house. Oh, please chip me. Get me the vaccine, and the vaccine will come with a chip. It'll come with a chip, guys. And it's coming. Bill Gates is getting his wee factories ready to make it. Was it Agenda 201? 202? Hey, Simply Alan. It's only a matter of time, guys, before the chip comes. And the kids, seemingly, I was reading a report today, they're going to chip the kids first. So your kid can go back to school as long as he gets the chip. But bear this in mind, it'll probably be next year by this time. But by that time, people will be that, oh my God, I can't get out of the house, I could get infected. Please, inject me. Give me the cure. Of course, the cure will just be a vial of water with a chip in it. Because there isn't any virus. And that's the sad thing about it, guys. Chipped like cattle Exactly. I seen the farmer today, and he was doing the cattle. It's weird you should say that, because I seen him today. He had them all in the holding pens, and he was putting those things in their ears, you know. And he was telling me that the farms now have little chips inside them, and they can track the cows. So if a cow walks out of the field, say it gets out somehow, they know where the cows went. And that's what they're going to do to us, except it'll be an injection. It's coming. Tags. Yeah, I've seen the sheep getting done and the cows getting done. There's a farm up behind me. And they use a drone now. This is what I find amazing. The farmers don't really go out and look for the sheep now. They use a drone. Seriously, they use a drone to go to areas to find where the sheep are. And then they send the sheepdog in. They sit in the Land Rover. It's amazing technology, isn't it? But then they'll be coming to chip you. And that'll be used. You'll be... Look, we're all awake, guys. Everybody that's subscribed to me, we're awake. We know what's coming, right? But see the people, like the kids and outs on their iPhones and on their game consoles, and the people that are just sheep. They'll beg to get this vaccine because they'll have been stuck in the house forever. And they'll get the vaccine, and it'll come with a price. A chip. That chip, seemingly it's got something to do with you know what I'm talking about, the mobile phone company, the number and the G, right? But seemingly the chip interacts with that. And it can basically trace you. They know where you go. Anywhere in the map, anywhere in Britain, anywhere in the world, they'll know where you are. So there you go. What's that? Sheep. Is that no the... Oh dear God, Bon Scott, man. You're a strange character. I think you've been in the house too long. Painting too many white walls. Don't worry. Once New World Order comes in, everything will be one colour. You'll not be allowed to do anything. You'll have to follow the rules. No free speech left on YouTube. You say the wrong thing, you're banned. Facebook, oh my God, Facebook. That is just a totalitarian state. I posted a live link on Facebook last night. I think there was 2 people clicked on it. On my Facebook account, but I'm amazed it's still up. It's still there, David Icke live interview. I'm amazed it's still there. It's lasted this long. What's this? Yeah, Dobby. They have got a lot of people scared. Of course they've got a lot of people scared. See all these normal sheepy mez. See all these normal people that are like sheep, right? That obey the rules and do what they're told. They've got them all scared. So next year or the year after, when they do eventually roll this in, because you know what they'll do. You know what they're going to do. I bet you in about 4 months' time they say, oh, that's the first wave over. You can all go back to your work. So everybody will go back to their work. And then a month or 2 later they'll go, you won't believe it, there's another wave coming. And it's even worse than the last wave, and they'll have to lock it all down again. And by the end of that, they'll do it again and again. And before you know it, all the people with like shops and businesses and everything else will be closed because they won't be able to afford. They'll have to rely on the state. That's what's going to happen, guys. They'll have to rely on the state. Everybody will have to rely on the state unless you're a multi-millionaire. That's coming. And then they'll bring out this thing. They'll say, listen, we've invented a vaccine, right? We've got this vaccine here. Okay? And you'll be like, oh, my vaccine. He says, oh, can I get it? And they'll be like, there's one problem. We can't really track whoever's got it. So what we're going to do is we're going to chip you. And then they'll know. And believe me, it's coming. I done nothing last night but read and read and read. All the stuff about Bill Gates, and it's coming. He's got the patent. He's got the patent to the technology. It can track it anywhere near. Anywhere near. If you've got that chip, you cannot hide. Unless it's a square metal box you go inside. Lined with lead. What's that? Blue pill, huh? Did you see that there? Targeted where Ike stays. Riley White. Did you see the video he put out a couple of years ago? Everybody was saying he was living in a big multi-million-dollar mansion. He lives in a one-bedroom apartment in the island of White. He drives a car that's about 7 years old. He's just like a normal guy. He's got money, but he doesn't spend it in the sale. He just like, he's trying to wake people up. I can't believe YouTube done what they done. I mean, Alex Jones, he was the first one to get the boot. And then, the even bigger one, David Icke. He's going to, who's next? Me? I'm just a wee YouTuber. I'm nothing. I'm a speck on the horizon. But I could be going soon. I really do hope it backfires on them. I was talking to people on Facebook last night about this, and people are saying stupid stuff. You need to watch what you're saying, the new guys. The way with the police state is the new, you need to watch what you say in certain comments, okay? Because they will come to your house. You need to watch. Be careful. Because I know somebody said something on Facebook last week and somebody came to the door and basically told them, they says, if you do that again, you'll be charged. They're rolling it out. Their secret law's been passed right now. They want to put cameras in schools now. They want to put, what do you call it? AI intense, what do you call them? It's like computers, cameras in schools. So they can watch you. See if you're doing anything you shouldn't. See if you're talking to anybody you shouldn't. What is it in the film George Orwell 1984 when the man comes in for his work? He's to go and show in front of the camera that he's not hiding anything. That'll come soon. Oh, we live in 1984 and it's coming true. It's coming true. It's only a matter of time before all your liberties are gone. I mean, America, at least Americans have got guns. They can kind of defend themselves right now. But see, us British people, we're screwed. Unless we try and stop them. But how do you stop them? As David Icke says, there's like, what, 40 of them, 100 of them, and billions of us. You see what I'm trying to say? But I don't know what's going to happen, guys. I know that chip's coming. You're going to get chipped. The kids are going to be the first ones, the under 18s are going to be the first ones that get it. And they're going to make it compulsory. You see, it's true what David Icke said last night. They can't bring the cure out the new because there isn't any cure, right? It's just, you know what I'm trying to say. They can't bring that out the new because if they did, the people, even intelligent people, will be like, oh wait a minute, it's awfully quick bringing out a cure that quick. So they're going to leave it for a while, and they're going to keep saying it's a different wave every time. And by that time, the sheep, no us, because we're awake, right? The sheep are going to be, oh, I better get that vaccine and I better get the chip too, just to be on the safe side. At least I can get out the house then and I'll be safe. Telling you, that's what's coming. That's it, ID 2020. I downloaded the PDF today, all the documents on it. everything. I'm going to save them on a disk. I'm going to put them on a SD card just for safety before Google decides to delete all of that. I know I keep freezing. It's weird because I'm talking about certain subjects. I've got great internet. I'm running fibre. I'm running 80 meg per second download and 60 upload. And I'm freezing. It's because I'm talking about the subject we're on. It's shocking. I'm going to read some of your comments now. Just give me a couple of minutes. Just because I'm signed in as obviously my profile on a different device. I'm on the iPad. I've got hay fever. Everybody's cutting their grass. This doesn't help. The chip is the vaccine. They say the vaccine, the water, and the smartwatch. The water, the vaccine liquid. It's just water. It's just like a smart gel. I watched a program on it last night. It's called Smart Dust. That's what it is. It's nanotechnology. They'll inject you and it'll go straight to, I think it's the back of your neck, and that's where it'll stay. And it'll sit in there and there's no way of removing it. See, once it's in you, forever. But seemingly you can... I'm wondering, there's bound to be a way of taking it out, you know, like a magnetic pulse or something. You got a device you could put on your neck or something to kill it. Wish somebody would maybe invent something like that. Oh, I know, the coronavirus app, the NHS app. I was offered it today. Somebody said, oh, you should get the coronavirus app. The whole family, I was talking to somebody at the shop and I had to go and get stuff for my mum and dad. And they says to us, oh, you should get the new app. My whole family's got it. And I went, no. Sheepy mez, that's all I'm going to say. There's people out there that won't believe what we're talking about. They'll think we're all raving lunatics. That'll come a time, then when we're hunted. It will come. YouTube will be gone. Facebook won't even allow us. That Mark Zuckerberg or whatever he's called, right? I can't pronounce his name. He's basically brought out a statement saying that anyone that says anything about, you know, the 5 and then the letter, or the virus, will be banned forever. I was also talking to a friend on Facebook last night, and I was trying to wake them up, but it was pointless, totally. Absolutely, completely and utterly pointless. It was like speaking to a brick wall. And they says to me, this is their exact word, says, oh, I can't wait for the vaccine, and if there's a chip, I'm getting it. I think it'll be a good thing. Sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I really do wonder, guys. Honestly, I do. You try and wake people up, but some people are unsavable. Facebook makes a sound when I open it. It's weird you should say that, because mine does that too. See on my iPad. My iPad makes a sound when I open the iPad too. I don't know what it is. It must be some kind of feature or something. The only people I think that'll last longer than us, what I'm trying to say is here, guys, we're awake, right? We know, we're YouTubers, we're all friends on here, we all know everything, right? So we might last a wee bit longer, we might refuse the vaccine, but they will force it on you. See, when you're a minority, say everybody, say 2 years comes, right? Everybody you know, the relations, everybody gets the chip in the vaccine, right? You're left, I'm left, a couple of YouTubers are left, and it'll come to a point where you'll go to get your bank account and they'll be like, no, you're not getting a bank account unless you get a chip. You'll not be allowed out your house. You'll still be in quarantine because they're talking like that. You know that. If you don't get the chip and you don't get the vaccine, well, both of them, because they come together, you'll not be allowed out. You would think that if there's a vaccine, you wouldn't infect anybody, would you? They would let you walk about, but no, you have to get the chip. I like Polar Mints. I've not had a cigar for a while, so I've been sucking them. It's... Aye. Folk are stupid. They are. I mean, I ken young folk that really want to be chipped. They think it's got to be great. I wonder what it's got to be like in 10 years, guys. YouTube will be gone. Well, YouTube will still be there, but it'll just be full of shite. Us will be probably in a mental asylum or we'll probably be executed for treason. I had eggs today, but I don't have any chips. But it's coming, guys. It's sad times. How long before Google start going after people? I mean, I've noticed things. I've got that Google Home device. The thing doesn't even answer questions anymore. If I ask it about things that it used to. I was asked, before this virus broke out, I was asking it questions about how many people died in the UK for such and such and such. So you know it doesn't answer you. It says, oh, I can't help you with that. If any of you have got the Google device or the Amazon device or whatever it's called, ask it a question. Ask it how many people die in the UK from the flu last year. It'll not answer you. Try it. It'll not answer you. It will refuse. What's that? Your neighbours are nice, but they are part of the... Exactly. The world. That's the thing, guys. Blue film. I know. I'm surrounded though. I've got family members that have tried to wake up, but it's pointless. I've been trying, but it's pointless. It's as if you're speaking to a brick wall. Some of them have woke up. Some of them have actually said to me, oh, you know, you're quite right. This is coming true, that's coming true. But I don't think YouTube... That's why I have to be extremely careful, guys. See, if I mention certain things, my channel gets shut down. And I need to watch what I'm saying so as I can try and awake people up. Bon Scott, Pot and Pen Crew, not a problem. You know? I'll probably be doing a video tomorrow on some stuff I was looking up. New kind of interesting things about the world. America's poking China with a big stick they're now trying to get. And it's like going up to a hornet's nest and poking it with a stick. Saying that China destroyed the evidence for the virus. There was no evidence there. It's all one big made up pile of shite. You try and say to people, I mean, some people just don't get it. You say they're going to chip you, oh, that'll be nice. And you don't understand, they'll be able to follow you all about, oh, that'll be nice. And I'll be like, no, you don't understand, it'll be like a police state. Oh, maybe it'll be better that way. And you're like, You try and explain to these people, but it's pointless. The vaccine, Dobies. Listen, the vaccine will be mandatory. I don't know how they're going to enforce it to let people like us. That'll be an interesting way. Kids will be the first to get it. All the sheepy mays that do what the state tell them, they'll be the second to get it. You know? I don't know how they'll enforce it. I think when there's only a few years left, they'll probably threaten you. You know? I think they'll threaten you. And it's coming to that. It truly is coming to that. I wished I could wake up more people. But I started YouTube obviously too late. You know? I started too late, and now that YouTube and Facebook are all working together, and Twitter, Jesus, you ever tried to post anything on there? I mean, I watched a thing on the TV last night, and it was the guys like, oh, we can't wait for the cure. I think it'll be great. Oh, the government are doing such a good job. Boris, where the hell is he? He's been in the telly once. Oh, it's a sad thing. Do you ken there's kids dying alone because their parents can't get to see them? They're no dying for the coronavirus, guys. You've got to remember this. These are kids that have got cancer and leukemia, right? In hospitals. And they're dying. And their mother and father can't be with them because of these stupid laws. Here's the thing. If the coronavirus is that bad, and they say the hospitals are overflowing, why are they laying off doctors and nurses? Last week, over 1,000 nurses and doctors all over Britain were fired, laid off. Look at the guy, David Icke said this, I looked it up, man, it's true enough. Look at the guy that went in 1040s in some hospital down south near London, right? The place was deserted. Now this is meant to be one of the biggest infected hospitals, right? Infected with the coronavirus, right? The wards were empty. There was nothing. He was arrested by the police. I'm not saying there isn't a coronavirus, but what I'm saying is I think they're making it worse out to what it's be. There's people dying of cancer and they're saying, oh, you had coronavirus. I just got to read this. You're right, Blue. I'm watching, reading the new Blue Phil then, chilling. Yep, sad times indeed. Run to the hills, I'm already in the bloody hills. It's coming here, guys. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before they come to your door. Look at Nazi Germany. Started off right with Poland and that. The Nazis came, they took over because they're Russians, right? All friendly, the Nazis took over. And then before you know it, they were rounding up all the Jews to take to the gas chamber. And we're the Jews. Hi, I've seen that, the domestic abuse, because they're locked in the house. I know. There's no need for it. There isn't any need for it. Look, right, I don't see the problem with people. Here's the two things I want to say here. I don't see the problem with people going outside sitting in the park, as long as they're far enough at each other, but they're not allowing it. You're not allowed to sit on a park bench. They're not allowing it. You're not allowed to sit down for more than 10 minutes. They're not allowing it. Right? Let's take, is it Sweden? Let's take Sweden. They've left all their pubs open. Germany too. They've left all their pubs open. Okay? Imagine this. Pubs, disco places, everything open, right? Restaurants. And now the coronavirus is disappearing. I mean, I walked through the local swing park the other day on the way home. And you can walk through it. It's just kids are not allowed in. And they've actually taped off the seesaw. Yes, they've put a big sign up, no children on seesaw. Big yellow tape. Sometimes I wonder, I really do. That's very true. Look, I've got a scenario, I've got a theory, men shouldn't hit women whatsoever. And if they do, well, I think you should never ever lay your hand on a woman. Ever. That's it. It's all about control. It is all about control. It is. See, they're learning as they know. This is the first stage. And then they'll relax the laws. And then they'll bring another wave in. And then we'll go, thingway again. And then they'll relax it. And then they'll bring another wave in. And they say there's 8 waves coming. Think about it. And say the 6th or 7th wave, they'll be, we've got a vaccine, which is really a chip. We've got a vaccine. It comes with a wee microchip inside it so as we can track you and so as we can know who's been, infected. That'll help us out. Do you want it? And by that time, folk will be desperate to get out. By that time, folk will be climbing the walls. And it'll be, no bother, here you go. That's you can go and do your thing. But by that time, all the shops will be shut because there'll be no money left. By that time, the markets will have crashed. Nobody will have any money. Everybody will be bankrupt. It's all by design. It's all by design. That BBC's the worst for brainwashing. It really is. That's very true. How we survived without vaccines. Do you know I've never had the measles vaccine? I never got it when I was young. I was meant to. But I never got it. Never had it. I've had a lot of vaccines I've not had. I've just refused them. Point blank. Obviously when I was a baby, I maybe had some, but I need choice in that matter. One's got their weather immune system. It's like I was born in the 80s, right? I was born in 1981, right? I can remember when I was a wee boy getting into the butchers, right? This'll test you out. Get into the butchers, right? And remember the meat. The guy would actually wrap the meat in newspapers. See now, your meat comes in about 20 layers of plastic. And they say we pollute. That's why. My grandmother used to save up her newspapers to give to the local butcher. But you can't do that now. You might get a germ for it. Get the cold. Do you take antibiotics? Too many people take antibiotics. That's the problem. See, antibiotics are actually worse for you than the cold is. I had an ear infection a couple of months ago. They offered me antibiotics and I said, no, I don't want them. It went away. It took a while, but it went away. And I feel fine. And the antibiotics do more harm than good. Look, antibiotics are a great thing in case you've got maybe a tooth infection or things that will not get better in time. But see, taking antibiotics all the time, it's bad for you. Greaseproof, it was always great, like fish and chip shops. They always used to wrap your fish and chips or whatever you got for the chip shop in greaseproof paper. No, it's got to be either a polystyrene box or some kind of box made out of cardboard and plastic. And you ask for extra salt in the chip shop now and they look at you as if you're a Nazi war criminal. You know? Just because you're wanting salt. Exactly. Practice day, Taylor. Aye. My gran lived till she was 96. 96 she lived till. You know? My grandmother was born in 1913. What, a year after the Titanic sunk? You know? Aye. Goes to, I can remember when fish and chips came in newspaper or greaseproof paper. But now everything's plastic. Plastic. Everything comes in plastic. Good God, I went into the supermarket last week. I stood in a queue for about 3 hours, mind you. I stood in and I went and bought a packet of apples, right? I've never seen so much plastic in my life. They were in 2 bags. Apples. I can remember going to the shop and buying apples and putting them into a paper bag. Oh no. You've got to get them in a plastic box within a bag. Aye. It does, Dobie saw it, man. Think of the kids that are in the hospital now, missing their mums and dads, and they can't see them because of this government we've got. Because of the people of the world that's doing this to them. That Bill Gates is one of them. I watched how a couple of months before this virus broke out, he basically says, oh, they had an exercise saying that there's a virus coming, and it was exactly the same virus. He's the one. Bill Gates is the one of them. He's one of them that you got to blame. The trillionaire. If you're wondering what I'm drinking tonight, I'm drinking Bars Limeade. It's rather nice. It's only £1 a bottle. Event 201 exactly. And God knows what's going on in space right now with all the Elon Musk satellites that are up there. And all the UFO sightings all over the world. Meant to be 5G in space, that's all we bloody need. And they've went and mentioned the 5 thingy. Maybe alright. Hopefully there's nobody for YouTube watching. I just don't know what's going to happen, guys. I really don't. I really don't. I've got no kids. I'm not married. I've got no kids, right? So it doesn't really hang with me, but look at the kids that are being born now. They're got to be growing up in a police, basically a police state society, maybe 10 years' time. As David Icke says, a Nazi regime. Might not look like a Nazi regime, but it is one. I mean, what was that? Was it last year? A guy commented on a certain thing about the EU, and the police went to his door saying, oh, we don't like your comments. it's got to read some of your comments so as I can talk back to you. The mind virus, exactly. Aye, you're bringing back memories. You used to get black when you used to eat your chips. It would be all like black fingers for the newspaper. You know, it's like everything was better in those days. Do you know, Hank, guys, when you were growing up when you were kids? You know, I used to go and play. I used to go outside and I would go about on a Saturday on the school holidays. I would go about 10 o'clock in the morning and come back to about 6 o'clock at night. I'd be away playing and playing with my pals, and things were different then. You could get away with stuff like that. You know, new kids just want to play with technology. Technology. Technology, 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 technology. That's all it is. You know? Aye, exactly. Why are Germany and Sweden not doing okay? That's what I said. Their pubs were open all the time, even though there was a virus, meant to be virus. Their pubs and cafes and restaurants were all open to business. And there's no cases. Well, there's hardly any cases there now. Everything's fine. Everywhere's fine except for here in the United States. The United States. Oh, I watched a thing on YouTube the other night. I'll need to see if I can leave the link somewhere sometime. But New York State, right? They've been basically saying there's been more people die than they've been making it up so as to get more money for the government. I can't even. It's madness. Madness. Exactly. Bon. You know? You never see them anymore playing about. Maybe see them peddling about on their bikes and that. But you see, this is... You know, the internet is in breaking point because everybody is using the internet. Especially kids. 98% of it is kids playing their Xbox, their PlayStation, or whatever that is, play with. Aye, a COVID paying 3,000. Aye, it's madness. I can remember playing. Oh God, it was great. I actually went a walk the other day there down where I used to play. There was a huge rubbish tip. And all the kids played there. Right? Light fires and air rifles and shoot cans and good God, can you imagine a kid nowadays? They'd be like, how do you plug it in? Does it connect to the internet? You know? Kids nowadays is internet, 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 internet. What does it do? My brothers had motorbikes, right? I used to go up and watch I've got two brothers, and I used to go up and watch my brothers. They had motorbikes, off-road motorbikes, because I live in the countryside, and I used to go and sit and watch them. They would take me, and they would take me all the way up hills and that, and I'd go and play in old coal mines. There's old coal mines where I stay, and I used to go up, and I used to light fires, and I used to throw stuff down mine shafts, and you wouldn't get that now. You wouldn't get that now. Which is sad. I know things like that are dangerous, but I mean, it's like I said in my live stream the other night, Saturday night, I was driving past the school, right? Oh, months ago, before that stupid virusy thing hit. And I seen kids playing rounders. You know, that's like baseball, but it's obviously it's a British version. And they had safety goggles on. Aye, there we go. Goggles. I mean, what's next? We got to get big suits made out of foam rubber for them to walk about in. Nothing wrong exactly with a bit of danger. And that's what's wrong with them nowadays. Oh, mummy, a doggy looked at me and I fell over and I hurt my pinky. That's it. Off to the hospital you go. Yeah. God, the things that used to happen to me when I was young. Lighting fire, burning my finger, scraping my leg, cutting my arm. I was friendly with somebody that broke both. I shouldn't laugh about this, but he broke both his arms when he was out playing. I mean, but he's okay. He was okay, but he was. He actually fell and broke both his arms. The funny side to it is he couldn't move his arms and the police came. Oh God, this is when police were alright, right? And the two police officers turned up and I says, I think he's broke his arms. I'm 10-year-old or something. I says, I think he's broke his arm, both his arms. And the officer says, don't be stupid, boy, and grabbed his arms and went to pull him up. And the other guy says, no, stop. And he broke both his arms. See, I know a lot of ex-police officers that live in my village and they've told me the police force now are so snowflakes. He says, my God. Especially what do you call the ones? They're no police, but they are police. What do you call them? They wear kind of like a blue bat. Are they called special constables or something? What are they called? You get them there in cities. I've seen them here a couple of times. We don't see many police officers here. Unless they're hiding. Oh, the ice cream van. I've not seen an ice cream van for a while. Can you remember? Can any of you remember a drink called Cremola Foam? There's another one for you. Exactly, real cops would have boot your arse. I can remember I lit a fire, and the policeman knew who it was. Can you my father? He came up and he slapped me extremely hard and he says, you go home. Tell my father, of course. And I never done it again. Never again did I do that. I still see him today. Mind you, he's probably like 80-year-old, but I still talk to him. Special constable, why that's it. Right, the local doctors used to come to your house to make sure you're okay. No, they want paid like 500 times more than... Oh, get a doctor to come to your house now. You need to be Jesus. It's the second coming before a doctor would come to your house now. Doctors will not come to your house now. That day is gone forever. You know? I need to take I've got an antihistamine here to take. Look at the size of these, right? Seriously. I mean, I've got hay fever, right? I mean, look at this. I mean, could they make it any bigger? I mean, I've seen antihistamines are wee. I says I got off a bad hay fever, I got off of allergies with dust and that, and I have to take these every time at this night. I mean, look at the size of them. Some more chemically made peel. Down the throat it goes, rattling down. Aye, aye, just about it. It's like a suppository. Not that much of it. Oh. The police nowadays, you used to have a laugh with them. Some of them were alright. You used to have a laugh with them. Can't I mean? You used to be able to talk to them. You can't talk to the ones now. They just hide up in their motors. They don't say nothing. I wasn't born at home. I was born in my local hospital, which is only a mile and a half from my house. Oh God, that Nicola Sturgeon. The Scottish Nazi Party. I can't stand her. Hate her. She's like what's her name, Willie? I can't remember the name, but anyway, she's right annoying. I just can't stand her. God help us all if they get independence, if they make it in. I had an argument one day with an SNP guy. Lasted for about 3 hours. Cranky. That's that. I don't want. I see myself as British. I do. I was born in Scotland. My mother was born in Scotland. My father was born in Scotland, but my grandfather was English. My great grandfather was French. I know I've got a bit of European history, but I do see myself as British. And I do think that Britain, Scotland would be better staying with England than that. I know we don't get on, but come on. It's always been a comical affair we've had, hasn't it been? You know? I hope that we stay in with England. I know that the English and the Scottish don't really particularly get on sometimes, but we do get on if you think about it. Look at World War One, right? My grandpa fought in World War One, right? Some of his best friends were English soldiers, right? Look at World War One and World War Two. The English, the Scottish, the Irish and the Welsh. They all stood beside each other and they fought the Nazis, right? And I think it needs to stay that way. It does. You know? I've got friends that are English, right? And they call me this and I call them that. And look, people go about. I was talking to one SNP guy, right? This guy was in a staunch SNP. He had the SNP badge, the SNP hat, the SNP jacket, right? And he's like, I want to get it sorted out. And I says, what do you want to get sorted out? And he says, I want my Scottish people were killed by the English, and I want compensation to it. I says, don't talk like pish. I says, look at the Scottish that killed the English too. The Scottish weren't angry here. The Scottish killed the English soldiers, and the English killed the Scottish soldiers. We're all killing each other. But that was like 300 years ago, 400 years ago. I think we should just let bygones be bygones and just get on with each other. But you know, but folk just don't care. They don't get on. I've got friends that are English, right? And I think it's great. The two is, I play the Xbox sometimes, guys, right? And I've got English friends on there, I've got Scottish friends on there, I've got Irish friends on there. It's a laugh. We all argue with each other, but we're all friends. And that's what, look at, as I'm saying, I'm going back to World War Two, right? We all fought side by side with each other. And I think bringing up, like how the English killed Scottish people, but come on. That was hundreds of years ago. It was only 500 years ago. Braveheart and all that. I think we need to forget about things and get on with each other. Do you not agree? Do you not agree that we should get on with each other? Look at the Americans, right? North and the South. At each other's throats. Because of certain things in history. No, they're all pals, eh? It's madness. I mean, it's... A lot of my friends are American and English. Most of my best friends are English and American. There you go. You know? The SNP are actually a really nasty lot. I know them. They're quite... In my village, there's a lot of them. Right? And I argue with them all the time. I love to argue with them. I love to annoy them. I think it's great. I love to piss them off. I argued with one day. There was this Irish guy, right? And he was from Southern Ireland. He wasn't from the UK. He moved here in 1990. And he was going on and on and on and on about how Scotland should be away from England. And I asked him, I says, so you're all up for this? And he says, aye. So I says, why did you leave Ireland then? Southern Ireland. Not part of the UK. I says, why did you move here? And he couldn't answer me. He wouldn't answer me. You see what I'm saying? They talk a load of shite. Hello, Marco. There's one of my best friends now. It's just come into the chat. He's an English guy. Marco Adventure. You see? Green rules, forget the purple. Ooh. He's been playing too much GTA, guys. Have you seen it? I don't know if any of you play the Xbox, okay? But in GTA the new, everybody's turning themselves into an alien. Purple aliens or green aliens. Me, I just like shooting them because I think it's funny. But there you go. Right, guys, I'm going to be ending this because I need to do stuff. And I'll be on shortly, Marco, in a wee while. Before I go, is there any activity in regards to event rights and so on? No, that I can. We're kind of laid back. But no, that I can. See, I live in the countryside, but it's... Honestly, it's... I think there will be soon, to be purely honest with you. I think there will be soon. Because people are getting pissed off locked in their house. They really are. Right, listen guys, I'm going to be doing I'll do a live stream on Wednesday night from 6:30 to probably 7:30. So I hope you all come in for that. And if you're new, give me a subscribe, a like and a share. Go and give me a thumbs up on this, guys, because I really appreciate it. It helps my channel grow. It gets the channel out into YouTube, if you know what I mean. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers, because once I get to that, I can stop using this Streamlabs crap and I can start using the YouTube app, which is 1,000,000 times better, and I can get guests on. And I was going to get Clint for the Doom Show on. So, anyway, I'll be catching you all later. Take care and have fun. Catch you later, Marco. See you guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.